Skatosis episode 120. 120 episodes.
Took us 9 weeks.
Right, brought to you by olddudeskateko.com. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Skatosis. I'm your host, Drew Nomkus.
And I'm Aaron Monty.
And Skatosis is the condition of being consumed and obsessed with all things skateboarding. Only known cure is more skateboarding.
More skateboarding.
More skateboarding. What's up, dude? How's it going?
What's up, dude?
We missed last week again. We're almost on a every other week schedule here, it seems
Yeah,
like.
you know what? I was wondering this the other day. Did it take us longer to get to 100 episodes? Or from 100 to 120?
That's actually pretty possible.
It's like might have been the same.
It's like how, what's the thing? We're closer to King Tut than it is like King Tut to dinosaur. There's some weird.
Oh, yeah.
There's that
like,
weird comparison.
Yeah.
I forget exactly what it is. But I think you're right. It might have taken us longer to get to 120.
I would think so.
I don't think so. But
it's
pretty close.
Half a year, maybe.
It's all right. You know what? We're not in a race.
Yeah.
There's no, we're not competing with anybody. Mm-hmm. We might be one of the only skateboarding podcasts that actually go skateboard.
That's true. I'm calling you out, Chris Rob. Has anyone called him Chris Rob? I'm sorry I said that.
Chris Rob. There's a lot of other skateboarding podcasts popping up now. Andy Roy's got one.
Yeah.
The Mostly Skateboarding is back. Like, I don't know if you ever listened to that one.
Oh,
but
I don't think I've heard of that one.
I used to listen to it, and then they stopped for a long time, but I still was subscribed in my iPhone. And so all of a sudden they started putting out new episodes, and they called them episode 1, and it's 3 dudes talking about skateboarding.
Yeah.
But they're more in the industry, and so they got a little bit different perspective than you and I, yokels out here in the Midwest.
The only skateboarding podcast coming from you from... Wait. God damn it. I thought I nailed it. The only skateboarding podcast coming out of Wisconsin.
Yeah, it might be.
It's
very possible.
I'm claiming it right now.
You got it. We're the best in Wisconsin.
I would say best in the Midwest.
Ooh,
best in the West.
I like that.
That one's not true.
Yeah. But so I've been paying attention to other shows and stuff, and so there's always good content to listen to these days, which is great,
Yeah. Oh, I love it. And I love Andy Roy.
Yeah, totally.
I love that.
Did you listen to the episode?
Oh, yeah.
He gets so much flack for the way that he is, but man, he seemed just so genuine.
Yeah, and I think he's a nice dude. I think he's like...
Now. He seemed like he was a bit of a prick if you knew him back in the day.
Yeah, and he like all the stories he was telling of now everyone hugs. He adapted to that because he lived in you told other teams to fuck off.
Right.
Like, think how crazy that would be. Like, remember how crazy it was, and this is a good segue into that. Remember how crazy it was, the feud between Birdhouse? Everyone's like, oh, Birdhouse fucking assholes.
Yeah.
That was every team when Andy Roy was skating.
Like King of the Road stuff, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I was going to transition into, is that I can't believe it's over.
That kind of bummed me out when he said that.
I didn't know.
Well, nobody's said anything. It hasn't been said. It just hasn't been. There hasn't been mentioned anything.
Didn't they film one last year though to come out this year?
Yeah, but maybe it's not on Vice. Maybe somebody's got, or Vice doesn't want to deal with the footage, or maybe.
Sure.
I mean, before it used to just be Thrasher webisodes, and it only used to be 7 minutes a week. We would hardly get anything.
Yeah.
Vice put out a lot of content.
But they had a lot more footage. They were just.
Yeah, but they were just. Yeah. So maybe now that they've seen how Vice does it, maybe Thrasher can pull it together and do it on their own, or maybe they find another company that can pull it off. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love seeing that stuff, and it's even the hour a week isn't enough.
No, not at all. You started watching it again. Didn't you say that the other day?
Yeah, I need to pick that back up, but I was doing some work, and it's just I'll watch something in another screen, and, while it's going on. So I just put on the first one that Vice did, and it was just it was so exciting. It was like it had just happened.
Was it almost nostalgic?
It just seemed fresh. It was so good. I remember a lot of it, but it was it wasn't at all watching a rerun of something else.
Yeah.
It was exciting.
Joe's glad that show's over. She hated that show.
Yeah.
She thought it was so gross.
I mean, there are definitely gross bits of it, but
yeah.
I appreciate it all, and it's just a gnarly sesh.
Was it Andy Roy's episode where he was talking about King of the Road, and I thought he talked about there was other shit that you had to do, and Nyjah wasn't doing he wasn't going to do any of them. There was other ones that I heard like he was talking about there were some that like nobody's ever done.
Mm-hmm.
There's like some in the book nobody's ever gonna do.
Yeah, well, some of those, like, I mean, he gets named for, like, isn't it like Nija's Narja or Nija something? Like,
yeah,
he has a
but
trick.
I think I'm talking about like eat. I remember. I wish I could remember the one Andy Roy said. There was one about eating.
Mm-hmm. At a certain point,
something.
you definitely like. You're on the totem pole up higher where you don't have to do that kind of stuff. You get the AMs on board.
Yeah, and Nija, like the thing is Nija can handle the other shit.
Yeah.
Like if you need me to do the other shit, I'll do it.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy? It's like now I'm looking at you and we're sitting here and we're talking about skateboarding. My mind is just like blitzing with all the skateboarding from the week.
I see your endorphins firing.
For real. And I just like I just want to like spit out all this skateboarding stuff. But it's like I know we'll talk about it throughout the day.
Yeah.
I wanted to try to keep this episode to like 2 main topics to see if we can maybe change it up a little bit just to see if it.
I guess just structure it a little. I think is what we were thinking.
Yeah, I don't know if it matters. But let's try it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
I'm totally down.
First thing I wanted to talk about real quick though is
locals only.
Oh, what I love about this podcast and what it's done, it's created this local scene.
Absolutely.
Here at the farm, like the barn and everything, and so today,
and beyond,
of course. But I mean. It's done a lot, but so locals only here is that like literally there's like 6 or 7 dudes on their way today, and we're about to go session after this podcast. So it's like not only do I love doing the show, but I love how it's just become like the meeting point.
Yeah,
where everybody
absolutely.
comes, and now they're coming in after we do the show, and like more than likely, if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube right now, you're watching that session go down right now. I'm going to edit it all up. Yeah, I put that footage up, so that's an exciting thing for me. But I know that you had a locals only part.
Yeah.
Dave, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, we can talk about Dave.
Dude,
I just want to shout out.
At least for a second, I got to shout out Dave.
Oh, hell yeah.
I seen it, like it was on a story or something like that, and I didn't actually see his bit. And then so I didn't get to, like, I didn't respond to it at first. But then when you brought it today, I was like, dude, we gotta shout him out.
Yeah.
That nollie flip no slide down the hubba at Appleton's Tallulah Park.
Yes.
Dude. It was so buttery. I seen him take a couple of spills, but the one that he made.
Oh, on live?
Yeah, it must have been live, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was a few stories.
It was the stories that I saw it.
He landed one, and he called it disgusting.
Yes.
And like,
it was Jake. Jake was filming.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And I guess I just want to go back to like, because it's been what, 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
The show?
It's been, yeah.
Dude, we just missed. You didn't come out. We skated last week, but you couldn't come out.
Okay, 2 weeks. Last weekend, me and Cody met up at the Oshkosh Park.
Right.
And then the day before
it was Easter. It was Easter.
Yeah, it was Easter weekend. Oh, that was what was going on.
Day before. You missed Church of Skatosis is what you missed.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. When I went to my girlfriend's family's get-together, her dad asked me, like, is Drew going to be bummed that you can't make it?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And I was like, yeah, he's probably crying.
I was.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I knew it.
I did.
I wanted to.
I caught all the tears, and we all shared them. We drank
as
them.
water?
Yeah, we drank them.
That had to be salty as fuck.
Oh,
this goes back to my point of you just drinking beer for water. You have the worst choice of drink selections. That's neither here nor there. Yeah, I want to just shout out Dave fucking Gnarly,
Dave
the
Witt.
God.
Is it Dave _Witt, I think?
Yep, at Dave _Witt.
Dude, he's
fucking
so
gnarly.
Yeah.
So Friday, we all hung out at the park.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing I've been like waiting to tell you.
Tell me.
I got drunk on PBR.
What?
Yeah, dude.
That's my milk.
The sesh got gnarly. So I'll shout out Justin Allen.
Okay. Yeah, skater
First
dad.
of all, yeah, saw him. All the dudes were there. Al was there. Dave. All the homies were hanging out. Justin hits me up and he's like we're just waiting to go or whatever. And he's like, I'm always excited for Monday because it's like first in my queue. The show is like first in my queue. So shout out you, dude. Thanks for like.
Hell yeah.
Supporting us, and hell yeah, dude, it was fun skating. So Justin was there. We were talking about that. Fuck, where am I going with this now? I guess just like shout out those guys for like.
Dude,
that,
the Appleton crew
is
is awesome. I love it. I love that whole scene. I wish I lived closer because I could hang out more often. But I mean, that's a good hour 20 for me.
Yeah, and I wish I lived closer. And I'll claim it right now. Me and Joe are moving to Appleton this summer.
Serious?
Yeah,
like you've made the.
We haven't found it's too early to look, but that's where we're looking.
That's a good call, I think.
Yeah,
for you.
and those dudes have been, and like beyond Justin, Instagram skater dad.
Yeah, is it? I think there's a number 92.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Okay, sure. Justin, hit me up. It's funny because he does listen to this. Oh, what was I gonna say now about surfing?
Dude, shout out to Freddie and Nest.
Yeah, hell yeah. They had the cleanup yesterday at Tallulah.
But that whole community vibe that they're pulling off, I think it's nest.wi.
Yep, that's the actual account, and then I think they're just doing the hashtag of nest.wi.
Yeah, but that might be the domain as well. Like, I don't know if I don't know if you can get that.
Sure.
But whatever, the whole Nest vibe. I love that.
Yeah.
And I seen Dave wearing the shirt when he's doing that trick.
So I guess I hit up Freddie the other day and I was asking for one of those. So I guess there was a pre-sale on it, and then there wasn't enough pre-sale. So those Nest shirts that him and Freddie have been wearing are from a couple years ago, maybe
just
a
like
cleanup
they did the one-offs or something.
Yeah, something they did with those. Because I was like asking if I could get. So like I was looking to get one of those too. They're doing basically when the park gets closer, they're going to be like putting out those shirts.
Pre-sales are hard. Selling merchandise is hard.
Yeah,
I'll just say straight up.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
getting people,
getting anybody to like just buy into what you're up to.
And like even me talking about like I wanted it and like I knew I was past the pre-sale date, so I'm like, did I miss it, dude?
Yeah.
So like, I think I was telling Joe, I think skaters are like kind of inherently late. I hate the term lazy, but like I kind of like me and my friends kind of are, but it's like.
But we're always looking for the handout for like free gear.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But that is like is lazy. It's like I'll take hell yeah.
I wish I had a whole bunch of money and just I could support everybody. Like a lot. You know what I mean? I'd love to just buy a board a month from shops around here. That would be fun.
Yeah, totally. And we got to go back up to Tallulah.
I absolutely want to go back there. I mean, it's got such a nice bowl, and all the new transition they added just looks so fun. You know,
Jake rips it.
I know, man. And I seen he got that nose grind up there. Like he was saying that was a new one for him, but I thought I'd seen him do nose grinds before.
Maybe just on that obstacle or something.
Maybe. It's a good solid crew.
I want to say I love those dudes, but I hate that park.
Why do you hate it?
I hate that. Okay, this is every time
you got to learn some more transition.
Every time I go, no, I love the transition behind the stairs.
Yeah.
That like little part, I love skating that. That's so fun.
That kickflip you did off that oververt A.
Yeah.
That was cool. I like that.
Thanks, dude. That was second try.
Nice, dude. It looks solid.
That day I was just like all my other stuff was like first. Everything was on that day.
No, I like that one a lot.
But that's like why I say I hate it. And then I have like so I was there. Like I think we were supposed to meet up at like 2 or 3, and I think like guys got there at like 4 or something. So I was there like skating, probably 20-25 scooters.
Oh, really?
I'm trying that 180 up, that trick I showed you, the 180 up cab.
Yeah.
I tried maybe 2. The second one, somebody cut me off. I clip and go down to the elbow. I'm like, I'm out of here. I don't even care that nobody showed up yet.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah. That when it's like a few people in there, it gets so cramped.
It's tight.
So I left, went down the street, bombed a hill. Came back and I'm like, okay, I'm ready now. And then just had like a great time.
That's
like
cool.
Everyone showed up and it was just a fun time.
But yeah, I could imagine that place get crowded quick.
Yeah. If there's more than like, and that's why I say like hate, because every time it does get packed there, I eat shit.
Yeah.
Because of like just
that's
people.
That's why I like having the barn and eventually the cement behind it because
I like the Oshkosh Park.
Way.
The Oshkosh Park is great. Like it still happens.
Technically, no, it's not supposed to have bikes or scooters.
That's true. That's true. Start calling the cops on those fucks.
Yeah.
Stupid scooters.
Oh, man. Speaking of hill bombs, dude, rest in peace. Peace spliff.
Oh,
dude,
damn,
that's hardcore,
dude.
Man. And you know what sucks about that the most, I think, just overall? He wasn't bombing a hill when it happened.
Yeah. You know what I think really sucks?
He was skitching.
Is there's video evidence now that people are going to be like, oh, look at these people. Like, it just like.
Dude, it's gnarly. I don't condone it. I'm not going to tell someone not to do it. I know, just going through traffic and everything is gnarly. I mean, he's putting his life on his line every day, and all those.
Well, I'll tell people to do it because I do it. I fucking love that shit.
I'm just saying that it's gnarly.
Yeah,
and it's definitely serious, and it can kill you. And even if you're not on the big ass hills, he was hanging on to somebody, went through an intersection, and a commercial vehicle. So like that. Dude,
I thought it said the dump truck. That's what hit him. Was it a different dump truck?
I only saw the footage of him grabbing onto the truck, and then it went out of frame, and then the incident happened. But I didn't see.
I thought that thing he was hanging on ran him.
No, I think something hit him. I think somebody hit him in the intersection. I don't know though. I'm not positive because it was still. But I'm just saying that as gnarly as that dude was, and as sketchy as the things that he would do going down,
he pushed down every hill,
hill, sketch downhill. Like he would just go through intersections without looking. There's so many close calls, that you would expect him to go down that way. But it's like the crocodile hunter gets killed by a stingray.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He gets hit in an flat intersection.
But it is always like the straight. It's like
it's gnarly, That's just such a drag. Because it's going to put such a negative vibe on GX 1000. And those guys are so gnarly.
And just like skating, like this isn't on him. And I do like I can't not condone that behavior.
It's absolutely on him. It's only on him.
No, it's not on him to then have the entire image of skateboarding.
Oh, well,
it's not like this representation. But I'm saying like it's bad for people who don't skate, see this footage on the news. Because on the news, it's skateboarder died, right?
Well, at
that's
first, but
the way it was like phrased when the story came out. So it's just like
because
like seeing
that footage came out later,
right? But like seeing that, they're like, oh, like he was hanging on, and like, oh, those like people are gonna see skaters doing that, and I can't condemn that because I do that shit. I sketch all the fuck. You know,
I used to.
Main Street on
I haven't
Oshkosh.
done it in a long time, but I used to for sure.
You know, like the main street on Oshkosh with like all this where Streets was. My thing was always like trying to sketch on that and then trying to get enough speed because I've tried pushing doing it.
Yeah.
Try getting enough speed to ollie the crosswalk.
Right.
And I've like at least 3 times people have stopped in the intersection and told me to get the fuck off. So like that shit's real.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's now a lot of people who are putting clips of him out, and you know, there's stuff where he's like he does a tray flip down a hill, cuts a car off, like the car
that
stops.
beeps at him.
Yeah,
dude, that came out
just recently.
The day it was like the day he died, and I'm like, this. It kind of looks. It's just a bad image.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, I'm not going to say it's glamorous. Those guys put it out. It's hardcore. It is what it is.
It's cool to me.
Other people do other dumb, stupid, dangerous things. People hang glide. People parachute. People do stupid stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
But the 2 main points that's the drag is that it was on flat ground, not a big ass hill.
Sure, and he wasn't doing anything.
That's what I mean.
He was just cruising.
That's what I'm saying. You'd expect him to be like splatting into a truck or a bus. Second bummer is just the dude that's like responsible or like who was behind the wheel. You know what I mean? Like that dude's life is just wrecked. So just like crazy, man. Rest in peace, and just like.
Rest in peace.
It's just
this
hard.
keeps happening.
Yeah,
like,
heavy heart on everybody involved.
I remember the story came out, and I like hit somebody up on Instagram. They were like this what happened. He got, man, that guy even told me what happened. Now I don't remember if he said hit or I thought he
was definitely hit, and like you see the trucks are bent. Like something ran it over and like his shoes off. But I guess he got hit and then bled out is I guess what I read.
God damn. Did you see the
just sucks.
Painting in San Francisco, like up on the hill?
Yeah, big P-split, that looks awesome.
Wow, that thing's huge.
It's huge. With the city behind it, that's really that's an awesome tribute.
Yeah.
It sucks that you only get that when you're dead.
Yeah.
Why can't we like honor people that are alive right now? You know?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna make a big,
because there's so many.
I'm gonna make a big Monty one.
I appreciate that. Did you see that clip I put out?
I did.
Monty.
Yeah.
People fucking love the name,
right? I get the.
I think you get a lot of credit.
I
yeah.
Credit that.
Yeah.
All right, so we veered off from already.
All right, yeah.
From our
structured idea. We're so good at this. 120 episodes in, we still figured it out.
No, so I wanted to talk about the X Games because I don't think I've really focused that much on the real street in previous years as much as I am now because you had mentioned it and I was like, there's such small ones and I think there's 6 or 7 of them.
I think they're just over a minute.
They're a minute, but there's editing in there, so it's like it's a minute of footage. I mean, easily this could be like an Instagram thing. You know, it's like edits for a minute.
They're different edits too. Like there's different people doing it, and there's definitely work putting into it other than just like a minute raw clip.
Absolutely, yeah. It's not just raw. I mean, this is an edited little minute feature.
Do you have, by any chance, all the names?
I have them right here.
Okay,
that's why I wanted to keep this loaded right here. So, first of all, the judges, Chris Cole. Muska, and then I forget his name, but he's a photographer. Shoot, I forget his name. I don't want to click this because then it's going to start up.
Yeah, I feel like if you
right here?
show me, isn't it? No, not Minor. Meza.
Aaron Meza. And so they're the judges, and so there's a little teaser with them talking about it, and it's like it's awesome because Chris Cole is 2-time SOTY, right? He's got
Chris Cole and Muska. fucking goats.
Absolutely. So like these are like to be able to be like judged by these two guys and a photographer. Like I don't know so much about Meza.
Oh, he's done a lot of shit.
I know he has, but I'm just saying I just know more about Muska and Chris Cole.
Right. But you want to know more about the filmers. Well, you want to know more about Chris Gregson. Let's be real.
I want to know about all the filmers. So hang on. Let's
not hold on. Let's not veer off already.
I'm backtracking just a little bit to P-Spliff because I just saw another GX1000.
Maybe don't make that sound.
I was backing up.
I know.
That's like George, that's George Costanza. You know, watch Seinfeld?
Yeah, but the accent in that.
Oh, I get
yeah.
Too soon.
That'll be cut out.
Way too soon. No, so GX1000 put out a clip today of them going down a hill. They're all holding onto a car, including the filmer. Mm-hmm. Did you see that one?
I didn't see this clip. Is it a Cali to Hyde?
Aaron, I forget, and P-Spliff.
Okay.
Going down this hill.
Harrington?
Maybe they're both pushing down this hill after, but like you notice that the filmer is also hanging on, pulling, going downhill, and then they just go for a long bomb. Like, but I was talking about. So my thought was just the filmer. I was like, holy crap, this film. It's not like a dude in the back of the car.
No,
filming them.
Well, always those Cali to Hydes that they put on GX1000 where they're bombing like what 4 or 5 blocks.
This was
that
like
filmer's
like
behind them the whole time.
This was like a mountain, like
they were like
girder,
up in the hill,
up in the hills coming down. So
sure,
it was wide open.
But those Cali to Hyde, that's like all the tag says when they post them, Cali to Hyde, and they're just going like street to street,
right?
And the camera, like, there's been times the cameraman had to like power slide out, and you see like him going down.
That's what I'm saying. It's not just Chris Gregson.
Yeah,
I want all the filmers.
Yeah, give me that GX1000 filmer.
I give full respect to all those filmers, man. So gnarly. Okay, so the judges we went over. First one up was Trevor McClung.
Yes.
So like they're judging, they're talking about is like how gnarly the tricks are, the skill level.
Sure.
They're also judging on the music, Chris Cole said.
Sure,
right?
The whole part.
The whole bit. So I mean it's a full package.
Sure.
Right.
And that's what I'm doing too. That's what we're doing too.
All right, so you have any thoughts on Trevor McClung's to begin with?
No. No, he's gnarly, but
it was kind of boring. I mean, not boring because he's really, really good. He's almost too good.
Yeah. Well, they're all so good.
Yeah, but he's a little bit like he almost gets a demerit for being super precise. Him and Deshaun.
Oh,
they're both just so precise that it's almost.
But I like.
It's almost like watching Skater XL in a way because like it's always bolts perfect. Yeah. Almost like watching Seva in a way. It's not as raw when you're talking about street. It doesn't.
Well, there's something about, and I say this about Nyjah too. There's something about like the style. You see how hard you see the difficulty.
Oh yeah.
When some like the hill bombs and they're like they get like
they wobble out a little.
They wobble and then they keep it and then bomb another hill.
Yeah.
Oh, I get that. That's gnarly. Mm-hmm. When Nyjah does like a crook nollie flip out, I'm like, I don't
get it.
Sure. Perfect, sure.
That's how I feel with Deshaun and Trevor a little bit.
I like Deshaun Jordan.
Yeah, in this.
Yeah, I like his style better than Trevor's.
I do too.
Yeah,
but he's just a little too perfect.
Trevor's the one on.
It's a bummer to say that. Right? It's a bummer. Yeah, it's a bummer to say that because it's so awesome. The things that they're doing are amazing.
Yeah,
but it's like a little bit of lack of style.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, he jumps still.
Absolutely.
But it's a lot of
I'm not even talking about the tricks. I mean, because if we're talking trick, style, music, whatever you're judging.
But I guess I'm thinking about, like, if I think of his part, you want, like, different stuff. And he's a big ledge dude.
He is. Yeah. He is. But I would just give him a little bit of a tag on the style or lack thereof. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. That's just,
I say it about Nyjah all the time.
It's my opinion. Yeah. You know? It's just on me.
Yeah.
Taylor Kirby's
was gnarly.
I also thought the music for Trevor was super weak. Sure. There was a lot of these songs were just like pulled off the YouTube like audio library like I use. There wasn't anything remarkable about most of these songs. I don't think there's a
big like money behind. Like I don't think they're buying. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But it showed a little bit.
Taylor Kirby's. I kind of wish I would have saw these again. I remember Taylor Kirby's. Like I remember watching his and thinking like that could like Taylor's definitely underrated.
I agree.
He's
he can do a lot of transition.
Yeah.
What I thought about his is that what I didn't like, I guess, was that there was a bunch of different variations on the same obstacle within 1 minute. There was a couple of times where he did a 50 or he did a 5-0, then he did a feeble, and on the same rail, and then he did 2 tricks on another rail.
Okay, that's interesting. And I hate to veer off. Did you happen to see Passport and Vans, another board company in shoe? Passport and Vans made a Vans.
I did not see
that
that
at all?
yet, no.
Did you see the ad for it at all? The video?
I don't think I did.
It was like a 4-minute clip, one spot.
Yeah, see, that's something like I would do.
It was kind of
that's like
cool though, because like
was it?
Passport is like, that's kind of their vibe, and it was like a low, like almost curved curb spot.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I mean, it can happen, but I mean, if you're talking real street for X Games,
you got to jump.
You got to move around.
Yeah, and you got to jump.
In the street,
you got to be
jumping. You got
jumping.
to do stuff. So that was just like, that I would just say that was a bummer for Kirby. The second thing that I did not like is that at the end of these videos, they had the little pop-up.
Oh, I hate it.
They ruined 3 of his tricks at the end.
Oh, I hate it. They do it every year. Every year they do this.
Lame. Although his was the worst. His was the worst. Out of all the other ones, they don't block a trick. This blocked 3 tricks as they want you to click away.
Well, they also give you those, and
I guess if I went full screen, maybe if I
want that ender.
Yeah. Like on your phone, for sure, it's blocking it.
Yeah.
On the screen, it's in your...
But not even blocking. Like, I want the whole... That ender's important. They filmed that ender for a reason.
Totally. So that bummed me out.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with Kirby.
That's on X Games YouTube page.
There's some... Yeah,
that's on, like, people...
The format, the template, the editor, whatever. There was a misfire there.
I don't need next video that quick. Let's take it easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that was a bummer. I felt bad for Kirby because, like, blocked him. Like, it blocked him. I don't even know what he did on that last rail.
We should watch Taylor's again after this.
Yeah, full screen. I'll watch it on the iMac. Is probably a totally different trip.
Sure.
It's probably not blocking anything. But on your phone, it's gone. You can't see it.
I probably saw a little bit of it, but like it ruins it.
Robbie Brockle.
I honestly, he's a G. He's rad. But I feel bad for Robbie Brockle because all the other people on Reel are fucking gnarly. All these people in this competition, like...
He's killer on King of the Road. He pulls out the stops.
Killer. But, like, that part he put out, he's doing, like, regular crooks.
There was a part where he's, like, 3 or 4 pushes to get to just a little Smith on a small rail.
Yeah. Or, like...
that was a lot for a minute.
Or, like, he's
clip.
doing, like, a heel flip downstairs, and I'm like...
Seemed a little out of his caliber to be amongst these dudes. I agree.
Yeah.
And then he's the only one out of all of these that has one trick at a skate park. He does an air over that big arch with a doorway.
Oh, I thought there was another one with a skate park.
It might be a DIY park, but it's definitely not street.
Sure. I thought there was another one with skate park.
I just watched
Maybe I'm
them
thinking
all.
of a different...
The 5 for 5
video.
came out, just also came out, and I confused those a little bit. The Red Bull 5 for 5s.
I didn't watch those.
Dude, you gotta watch. You didn't see Jamie Foy's doing that?
No, I kind of...
That's that back shove in the pool, like he does on that quarter.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I did see the Jamie Foy one.
All of those are good,
the
dude.
5 for 5s.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah. I'm like 5...
Alex Regente.
Yeah.
CJ Collins. I mean, that's a good squad.
Was Alex Regente's, was that Crooked Grind in there?
No, but that Crooked Grind
was nuts. So who's next?
Okay, we'll get back to that.
Yeah,
Alex Regente,
we're going to be over... We can't do 2
downhill, hook around, nose grind.
In transition. And he like gapped over like...
Yeah, he gapped into it,
yeah.
and then down, and then around, and then hopped in.
So
that was
gnarly.
the best, dude.
And I almost... Honestly, when you sent me
best.
that, I'm like, when's the last time we sent an Alex Regente clip? Like, I couldn't... It was like when the Barracks did the Tony Hawk thing.
Private facility training.
I don't want that. Give me the shit.
All right, Mason Silva.
Mason Silva.
I like his was the first song that I kind of dug, but it was super mellow.
What's going on with the board company?
I don't know.
What's going on with
him and Cookie?
Don't get me started. Don't even get me started.
Jocko is pro.
He obviously deserves it.
He absolutely does.
But dude, just kick Cookie off.
Maybe Cookie's right where he wants to be. Maybe you're just trying too hard for him.
This is an audio media, and you can't read my face now.
I heard your eyes roll.
Yeah. Come on. You know right. Cookie wants that board.
Dude, Mason was gnarly. His trick selection was good, and I like the black and white beginning, and then all of his tricks were gnarly. Like, you cannot complain about Mason Silva's effort in this.
I don't think you can complain about Mason Silva's footage ever.
Ever. The dude it's so gnarly.
Crazy pop.
Absolutely. Good tricks. I like that one that he did. There was a couple of really good ones. The one on that handrail that goes down the curved stairway, it's like at a church. Evan Smith did that, Smith or something down. But he did like a half cab in and 180 out, I think.
Sure. Oh, on that curved. Against the wall.
Yeah, right up against the wall. Yeah. That was a good one.
That's funny, though, because I remember seeing that clip he back 180'd out of it, right?
Yeah.
He went half cab back 180.
Yeah.
I've seen half cab grind, maybe on a story, like
right
weeks.
him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Weeks or months ago. And I'm like
that
oh,
day.
Yeah, probably. And
He's
I'm like, wow, that's
filming for
gnarly.
it, yeah.
And then when this came out, I'm like, oh, this is.
So he had some really good tricks, and his
Oh, I
music
know it's-
and his music was decent. So I was like, all right, this one's a contender.
I'm down. Yeah,
It's a
I'm down
contender.
for Masons for
sure.
sure. Give him a board.
right?
I don't. Who would he be good on?
Oh, I mean, there's a number of them that he could do. I mean, he's pretty badass. I'd even consider him like even on Death Wish, maybe.
But
like
Primitive.
No. Toy Machine. Pizza.
Toy Machine or Pizza? Those
Maybe.
are good.
Dude, okay.
Did you hold on real quick just on Pizza? Do you ever watch on the Pizza YouTube? They put out like.
I don't think I see their YouTube. I'm on their Instagram though.
Okay, they put out this last like week. They put out like 20 to 30 minutes of like raw footage of the last video because they're always like doing trips and then doing a video. I'm so excited when I wake up and just like turn over in bed and watch like 20 to 30 minutes of raw.
I got to see that then because I like.
I think there's like this past week. I think like it just says like clips 1 through 5 or something, and then like 2 through what it's like numbered.
Okay.
I think there's like 3 that came out this week. Yeah.
Fancy.
I could see him on Pizza.
Well, I'm gonna check that out. But okay. So next up was Jamie Foy.
Jamie Foy.
Now he's just a favorite to begin with.
Yeah.
To me, you know what I mean. He can do no wrong.
Yeah.
He can only improve because he's just constantly learning new tricks.
Somehow
dude, he's becoming a transition.
Somehow he can improve.
Because now he's getting into transition and putting all those skills that he has on a big wall like that is just a beautiful thing.
The front shove was in that part, right?
No, he does a back shove, and that was in the Red Bulls 5 for 5. That was not in this.
He didn't have any tranny in this?
No, this is a street part.
Yeah, but I mean...
No, he was all rails and ledges and gaps. And, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was one...
Dude, some good ones, man. Mega kinked rails.
There's like a crook heel flip, or a switch crook heel flip he did.
Yes, and then he did also... Didn't he also do... He did like fakey crook, fakey flip crook to fakey out. It was all fakey.
Heel out. Yeah,
yes,
I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, so
damn balls.
So like, Jamie Foy's got my vote.
Shake John
just
balls.
Coming into it.
Yeah.
Looking at the list, I would just pick Jamie even if I hadn't seen the footage.
When this footage came out...
I'm not saying that's my pick. I'm not saying that's my pick.
Okay. Yeah, temper it. Edging. When this clip came out, I wrote on Death Wish and Shake John's the GOAT.
The GOAT.
He should win Sodi again.
I agree.
Yeah.
He could do it.
Yeah.
It's absolutely valid.
He is one that I'm like, Jamie.
Yeah.
2020,
and
Jamie.
He just keeps going, and he doesn't stop the footage. He's out filming for tricks, for actual video parts or whatever he's doing. All his garbage that day is gold.
Oh, absolutely.
All of it.
Absolutely. The stuff he fucks around with.
Crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised if the next 5 years they said Jamie. I'd be like, sure, I'll take it.
I would sign up for that now.
Yeah, next 5 years. You don't even need to skate anymore, Jamie. You've done it.
Okay, so his part was gnarly. And his music was the first one with like a driving beat.
Sure.
This is the first song that was kind of like...
That was, after Mason Silva's, that was the one that I'm like...
Yeah.
This is...
So after him, though, we get Deshaun Jordan. And we kind of talked about him again.
Oh, I watched this in a different order.
This is the order they put them out in their playlist. That's how I saw them.
Oh, that's how Deshaun Jordan was like first. Oh. And then I think... what's the one after Deshaun? Chase?
It is Corey Glick and then Chase. Oh, no, Jocelyn. Corey Glick, Jocelyn, then Chase.
Oh, mine was way different.
Oh, I don't know. That
mine was like Chase,
I went off of their
Jocelyn,
playlist.
Corey, and then Deshaun was on top.
Yeah.
But it was that way, and then when I went back on the page, Deshaun flipped to the top.
Oh, I don't know. I even watched it again today. I went to their playlist, and it shot them in that same order.
Weird.
Yeah. So next one then up here is Deshaun. Mm-hmm. Tricks, awesome. Mm-hmm. Locations, all awesome. Mm-hmm. Just, again, a little bit of a demerit on the music and the precise style.
I love
He's a little too video game.
Sure. And me saying this, I'd agree with it is video game. But I love when he...
Only in this grouping.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
love when he board slides up rails.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
He's got that...
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. But
Didn't
that's the thing.
He had a board slide like up a 7 shove. I think he had that in there.
But
I love
it's
that
like
shit.
it's like Skater XL Street League, like precise. That it's
Well,
just
because who else is going up rails except Leo?
It just ruins the street vibe for me. That's all. If it was on its own, that part is amazing. But when you're going against all these other dudes for a street part contest, I think it's just too perfect.
I agree.
It's a bummer to say that. I think it's a drag.
Have we gotten to that point where they're all so good that it kind of is a bummer? Some of them I'm
bit.
like,
yeah,
I don't care.
I want it a little more gnarly.
Yeah.
A little bit more sketchy. A little bit. Just show me you're human.
Show
me you're a human.
Show me you're human.
Yeah.
Are we human?
Like watching these Nijas Send It Saturdays is ridiculous. The stuff he does every week.
This is what I was saying 2 weeks ago is that like I don't like me and Cody talked about this last week. I don't care like the shit I see from him. I'm like, he does that.
It's too good.
Yeah, he just does.
It's like it's the Tony Hawk Pro Skater demo. The thing you see before you get to play. That's Nija in real life.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. The shit he just throws down for fun is insane.
All right, do Corey Glick. He's up
Corey
next.
Glick. And I thought,
dude, he's not.
I guess I don't want to ruin it, but before I watch any of them, I'm like, this guy won.
Oh, Corey, he was your pick.
Because his last part for that foundation video was so gnarly.
And I only really got to like understand his talent like through King of the Road at first. You know, that's where I first saw him. And he did so many, like he was the guy that pulled out all the stops. Like when it came to like a trick that had to happen, he would pull it out.
He was the dude.
He was the dude.
He went pro off of it, right?
He did.
Yeah.
So it's like all of a sudden, I guess started paying attention to this guy. And so he's just a gnarly dude.
And the mustache.
Yeah,
the mustache.
Yeah, because he kept trying to look like you.
Yeah. He was. He was taking my steez. I wish I could take his Wally 270 blunt steez.
Monty Stash.
Monty Stash.
That's your new one.
That's a good name.
Hey. But, so I was a fan of his part because he's a gnarly dude, and he had the trick selection again, all different varieties, different locales. Loved his part.
Yes. And
I couldn't put it above Jamie at that point.
Okay.
You know, it's good. It's absolutely awesome.
Unfortunately, I think I have to watch Corey's and Taylor's again.
Okay.
I already have my pick,
sure.
And I'll tell you why. I would have to watch them again. I think when I watch Corey's, just because of like, just because of who like what I know from Corey, that foundation video.
Right.
I was like, it's gonna be fucking gnarly. It's too bad about Jamie though too. Like, I don't know. He's got that style though. I love
Jamie's style. I
was gonna say like the gnarly shit he does is like whatever, but I can't even say that because it looks. Like his Feeble Down's rails
it's so
look
beautiful.
So good.
That's the thing about Jamie is like you start out with style. You might just pull a couple back if something looks weird, but it's not gonna.
No.
And then his tricks just get better on every part.
He's sketchy on
looks
good.
awesome.
Looks so rad.
Yeah. So I mean that's style. That's what I'm saying. But so Corey Glick, it was awesome. I just couldn't have him past Jamie for me at that point.
Sure.
Let's see.
Who do we got next?
Chris Jocelyn.
The
Wolverine.
God damn. This might be another. I should have watched all these again.
Okay, so this part it took me over Jamie.
Wow.
Absolutely. I did.
Are you serious?
I'm just not saying it's my pick. I'm just saying at this point, I'm like, oh my gosh, Chris Jocelyn is gnarly.
Yeah. He jumps.
He jumps. He jumps.
Yeah.
And when he lands, it's just, when he makes it, it's just awesome. The stuff he does.
Who do you think's got better style? Him or Jamie? It's too different.
It's different. I like Jamie's style better. But I think.
But I mean,
Jocelyn
Chris
went a little more gnarly.
Oh, definitely.
For a street part competition, he went gnarlier than Jamie did.
He doesn't not go gnarly.
I know.
He jumps down the big shit.
That's why it's like, I don't know how they picked these people to be in this competition, but it was a good selection because there's a lot of dudes that should win this, I think.
Well, Chris Jocelyn also got picked to the Olympics.
Because he's a badass.
Because he's fucking...
And the music selection and the filming and everything about that part was like, ooh, this one, damn it.
I like this.
Might beat out Jamie for me.
I guess at this point, I was still... Oh, damn, where was I at this point? I guess I'm going to say Jamie. Because I remember seeing Corey, and I was like, man, Jamie's was so fucking gnarly.
Yeah. But dude, Jocelyn's a beast.
Yeah. So this one took over at this point.
It kind of had a little bit. Like I was definitely on the fence. I was like, hey, this is tough.
I should have watched these all again.
Okay. So then the last one that came in was Chase.
Yeah.
And dude, hands down, he's got my vote.
Really?
Chase got me 100%.
Okay.
Better than Jocelyn's, better than Foy's.
So mine was in a different order?
Oh my gosh, dude. Like, the stuff that Chase is doing was just way gnarlier, and the music selection was gnarlier. The filming, the editing, everything was just better. The one that got me, I think, the most,
Here we go. If you say the same thing, I'm going to say.
It's a sidewalk with a white brick wall, board slide to firecracker down the steps.
Oh.
Dude, I was like, oh, crap. I like sat up a little more.
I love that.
Dude,
but
so
I'm going to
good.
hit you.
That feeble at the end. Is that what you're thinking?
No.
Which one?
The feeble. Exactly.
Yeah.
The feeble at the end, I didn't even care. I saw the photo, and I'm like, oh, he's fucking
all
gnarly.
The way though. He went
all the way. Easy down. Easy down.
Dude, Chase is becoming a full-on favorite.
I mean, you just busted a nut.
Pizza.
You just said, yeah, that's pizza. You just said who you're voting for.
Yeah.
Mine was in a different order.
But was it the same?
This is why I had a hard time thinking where I was, because Chase in my order was like just after Jamie, and I'm like, fucking back 50 down a rail, down a king, into the last king,
and then he knows crook. Dude, that blue rail.
Dude, that one, I'm like, he won. Who's doing that shit?
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you 100%.
Damn, they filmed 2 angles of it, and I'm like,
he did another one where he hopped over a gap on a rail into that baseball field. But yes, dude, 50 to nose crook down the thing. That was gnarly.
That's my boy Chase.
But he does those. He does those combos where it's like he's one of those guys like we were talking about last time where you might go from one obstacle to the next in a contest even because that's how he skates and how he sees. And he's done that.
He's skated that in Street League before. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Why did Chase not... The weed. I was gonna say, why didn't he get in the Olympics?
You got to get. I mean, there's a whole route that you got to like.
Oh, I know, but probably the weed.
But you know, all those guys are just in competition to be on the team. They're not all set.
They're not in it.
No.
But probably the weed. He didn't
probably,
get in.
I got it.
He smokes a lot.
Some oregano on the pizza.
Yeah, he loves it. He's taking that on trips
always.
Dude,
I loved his part.
I loved his tricks. I loved the blue with the like white scribbly writing for his name. I loved the editing.
The very first trick, dude, where he came on that massive bank.
Over the fence. Into
so fast. I saw one of the bales, too, on that one. He, like, hit ground hard, and he got up, and he's like, whoa! Like, he just screamed super loud and ran back up.
Well, and that's the other thing. Let's talk about, you didn't watch him, but those rough cuts, like, he's in a lot of it, right?
I'm sure. That's why when you said that.
The slams he's fucking taking, dude.
Yeah.
Him and Ducky.
I'm a fan of Chase. I'm on team
I think
Chase
you're a fan of... I mean, Ducky's on there, too. Fan of pizza.
I love pizza in general. So, yeah. That's my pick.
Yeah. Same. I love that
I'm going to be pretty bummed out. I mean, I would take Chase, Jocelyn, or Foy.
Yeah.
Those would be my top 3.
Yeah.
I think Mason would be in 4th.
Yeah.
I think Corey Glick would be in 5th.
Sure.
Then I'd probably go Kirby and then Trevor.
What about Deshaun?
Deshaun,
Trevor.
Yeah, they'd be at the back. They both rock, though.
I know. That's what's so hard is like they're all so good. It's like, well, what do you like out of this? What did you take from it?
Yeah, how do you put those two at the bottom of a list?
Comes down to and like Chris, Cole, and Muska. They're probably Mesley. Like all of them are skaters, right? So it's gonna be like, how did this make me want to go outside and fucking grab my board?
100%.
Absolutely.
I kind of like. I mean, I didn't watch them in any different order, so I don't know if I would feel differently watching them that way.
Mine, I just realized it earlier than you.
I suppose,
because I went Jamie, Foy, and then like Chase.
Yeah, I still would have felt that way because that part is gnarly.
So right now it's Chase on top.
It went backwards because the history is backwards. Like down here's the judges and then the T. So it went Trevor, Kirby, Robbie. Robbie's in there. Mason, Foy. Deshaun, Corey, Chris, and then
all
Chase.
The way up to that point of Deshaun, mine was like the same, and then Deshaun was on the top, and Chase was like
weird
reversed, and I was like Chase fucking.
Oh, and especially if you saw Deshaun after Chase.
Oh yeah, and that was the thing too. I almost like because you were saying there wasn't that many.
Mm-hmm.
How many? It was like I think maybe even
1,
9.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to split it between days.
Oh.
I stopped halfway through, and I'm like, I don't think I can watch. Maybe I was already
It's like 10 minutes total.
Maybe I was already watching a lot of footage that day, and I remember getting to a point on YouTube, and it was like later, and I was like, I have to do this tomorrow.
No,
the hard work I put in.
Yeah, right. The research. I watched them all in a row yesterday, Was it yesterday? Maybe it might have been the day before. But then when you had said that you were coming at 1:30, so like I had a few more minutes, and then so I sat and I watched them all in a row.
Oh, okay. So it's really not that long. I mean, it's only half an hour.
Well, they're a minute each. No, there's 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It's 9 minutes, and they might be over a minute each.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot.
I don't know why I had to split it.
I don't know.
I was exhausted. This show.
No dedication.
Hey,
all right,
I finished them.
All right, so it took us 45 minutes to get through our first segment.
Wow.
Although that was a pretty good in-depth breakdown.
I love that.
I mean,
we veered off, but I love that.
I think that was awesome.
Yeah.
So,
and I love that I thought you were going to say Jamie.
Yeah.
I thought that was coming.
I kind of thought we were going to go Mason.
Really?
Kind of. I wasn't totally positive. Although Chase, I know with pizza, you were probably going that route, but
yeah.
I just wanted to hear your thoughts.
I mean,
on
I
them
do
all.
like Chase, but like I took him as like face value of the part, and I'm like, that's fucking not.
This is like our resume for when we're going to become judges in the next one.
Absolutely.
We can just show them. We can send them a link to this episode.
I expect they are going to ask us next year, right?
Good, I thought it was a pretty good overview breakdown.
I think it was too.
All right.
Chris Cole, get at me. Muska.
Right? Yeah, buddy.
I'll buy you a speaker. One speaker, one backpack.
Do you see him? He put out him and Mike Vallely put out like a reissue barn board. Did we talk about that and his Muska board on Street Plant?
I don't know if we talked about that.
No,
you might have sent me that.
Yeah, so they might all be sold out, but they
flip boards.
Yeah, like yeah, exactly. It's all through Street Plant.
Those are cool graphics.
I thought we might have talked about that when we talked about Mike V.
Oh, we could have. Because we were talking about Street Plant.
Right. So you had this other idea, and we have not done an official intro. I'm hopefully going to slap it in right here.
Trick advice. What are they telling you?
All right, so trick tips, right?
Trick tips. Drew, do you have any trick tips?
Trick tips for you?
Oh, what we're saying, can we cut this out already?
No.
We're using the wrong words.
Yeah.
Trick advice.
Trick advice. Is that
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, trick advice.
Shows a
Did we just hear that intro? Jeez.
Yeah. If you didn't figure it out, that'll be in post.
All right, so trick advice.
Advice.
So you thought it would be kind of fun to get some advice from me on a trick that I do that you don't normally do.
Yeah.
And I would do the same in regard to what you can do.
Yeah, we each
give each other advice.
Yeah, we each have tricks we can't do, and I thought we could ask each other because I just learned like nose to fakie in transition.
Right.
And then I went to
Lula
Good Friday, and they like Justin, like all the dudes were like, oh, now like everyone could do nose to reverts. So they're like, oh, you got to do the reverts. So I thought it'd be fun if I ask you a trick I can't do.
Awesome.
You ask me a trick you can't do.
Awesome.
And then maybe like that'll help our audience too if you were like working on a trick.
And maybe if they want to call in or send an email and get some advice
I would say
on a trick they've seen us do.
Emails are hard, right? I love that we have mall grab.
DM on Skatosis podcast Instagram.
DM me. Monty Twice.
DM me, Drew Nopkis.
There you go.
Actually, I'm mostly at Old Dude Skate Co.
Yeah.
I live in there mostly.
DM one of those 4 accounts.
Totally. You get in touch with us.
We'll get back to it. Yeah.
And, I mean, we are doing the Skatosis podcast, so maybe you should, whatever the case.
We'll figure it out.
We are easily accessible.
Yes.
And we want to help you out.
And we're 120 episodes in and still haven't gotten it together.
We want to help you with your tricks so you don't hurt your hips.
Yes. I don't think that was... No, trick tips so you don't hurt your hips.
Oh, is that what
all of this will be edited out.
No, it's growing. It's organic. It's transparent.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
I had it written in my phone, so I thought we were going to nail this first try, but, skating's hard.
It's hard to get first tee.
Yeah. Although, the other day I was throwing shit down.
So you want me to try to help you do nose stall revert?
No, that's not the one I'm asking about, because then I have to... I don't care about that one.
I want to see you do it today.
No, I think for the first one, I'm going to ask you backside boneless.
Backside boneless.
I want advice on backside boneless.
So you're asking about a trick that I can do, but I don't do it every time because it's tricky.
But you know the feeling of that better than I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I can get into it pretty much every time. It's rare that I don't catch it.
So tell me, you're dropping your front foot.
Yeah. So a backside boneless is my left foot, which is my leading foot, lands on the coping.
If you're regular.
And your back foot stays on the board as much as possible as you grab. So it's kind of like you're doing a backside air, but you're planting your foot.
In a way,
you're planting
does it
your front
feel
foot.
like you're almost jumping off your board?
It does. I'm definitely jumping off my board. So
does it feel like you're like getting off, but you still kind of have the board on?
It's that feeling of a sweeper because since we've skated,
but your feet are the other way.
They are, but you can do a backside sweeper. It's the same thing except you're switching your feet.
Sure.
And so,
but I guess that's the thing that like screws me up with.
But you're already grabbing the board. You already know that feeling of hopping out and grabbing the board, right? Now, obviously, if the ramp was a little bit more vert, it would pop it a little bit straighter up.
Sure.
And so as we're on this ramp, it flies out a little bit, right? You're not going perfectly straight up. So, I mean, when you jump out, you're kind of doing a backside late grab air in a way.
Okay.
And so that's how I kind of think of it. I'm going up, I grab the nose real quick, and I plant my front foot down. And now for me, it's hopping back in that just messes with my mind because I've taken a few spills. I know how I can get hung up.
Sure.
And so lately, even in this past week, I did a pretty smooth backside boneless to pivot. I don't know if you saw that. I came right in. Like I one hop to pivot and in.
Sure.
And that actually felt really good. I was trying to go to tail, but I caught the truck and I went right in. But the easy way out is to grab it and just hop to tail. And,
sure.
You can just hop down. You don't have to jump into the ramp. But the trick with jumping into the ramp is to really, at first, like if you watch like Willie Lara or like, I mean, anybody do Bucky, Tony Hawk.
Sure.
If you watch anybody that does them, but like Willie's got a clean one.
No. We have to preface this. There is no other trick advice anywhere.
Right.
So you can't, we're getting it from the horse's mouth right now.
I'm just saying, when I see them done,
sure,
they make it look way too easy, almost like we were talking about Deshaun earlier, because my biggest hang up is hopping in, I get my foot caught on the foot that's still on the coping, you have to lift it up, get the board under you, and then you're hopping into transition.
Sure.
So a lot of times I just get caught up and my foot catches my big ass 9-inch board. And so then I get caught up and I don't land it. So like for me, I feel like I really got to hop up high and get my foot up high. And then once I know that my foot is clear, then I'm landing right in the transition.
Sure.
And then it's a matter of leaning into it and not washing out.
And I think that's what I would like to do is go straight in.
You almost could just practice that first. Is just standing on the deck in that position and trying to just jump in. You're just jumping in. It's a little scary, because your foot is there.
Pretty good advice.
And then you're landing on transition. So, I mean, those are the trickiest parts of it.
Okay.
It's not washing out, watching your balance, and then, freaking out when you're just committing to rolling
going
away.
In. I feel like I've got like front slob plans.
You got those clean.
Yeah, going in with those feels comfortable. But I hear what you're saying. Going in that direction is a little strange.
So now flip it around. You can do the front side boneless. So that's still the same thing. You're keeping your back foot on the board and you're putting your front foot on, but you're wrapping out around front side. So your foot's a little bit less to get caught in the way because
it seems like it would be easier. But my biggest hang up with bonelesses is the other foot.
Yeah,
and that's why like slob plants are easy. I should try backside slob.
You got to there's no such thing. That's because slob is only a front side grab.
Okay, pretty pedantic.
But I mean, it's got a different name is all. Because if you were to go backside, you'd be reaching over with your other hand behind you.
I'd be grabbing with this one. So I'd be grabbing my left one?
That's what I mean. It's weird. That's
well, that'll be for another trick advice day.
I mean, they all got names. The whole circle of your grab.
But that's good advice for a back boneless.
Thanks. I'd like to have them better. I'd like to be consistent with them. I think on a bigger transition, it's probably easier because you've got more landing room. The tighter the transition, the more easy it is to just like whoosh and just wash out as soon as you land.
Sure. I want to see you land a back boneless on that, like red curb barrier at the Nina Park.
See, that's gnarly. Yeah. And like I'd have to have my helmet because I mean, you wash out wrong, dude. You're just gonna fly back.
And that thing's so tight.
It's so tight. Yeah. So I mean, that's probably the biggest fear is washing out on the landing.
Sure.
But once you know how to, I mean, it's probably easier if you knew how to do backside airs first. I don't do those very easily. But it's that same motion and you're just dropping your foot.
Right.
So I think the very first ones that happened, they're already flying out,
I guess,
doing huge
why,
backside airs.
Slab plants or fast plants are easy because I'm doing like a frontside air.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm just jumping. Yeah. That's a good point.
You should try the Texas plant. It's you grab slob and then you grab the tail and then you jump in.
Okay, what's bean?
Bean is front side, but you're grabbing melon. Like you're grabbing the front, but you're going front side.
Behind, sure.
That one, bean is fun. I love doing the bean plant.
Yeah, I know you've been throwing those out a lot.
But I'd love to hop them all the way in, but that's a little scary to me to hop in. But Nick Potter did one the other day. Super simple. Just like front bean in. Mm-hmm. There's a few people that do a clean bean plant. Ishad Ware, man, he's got a clean one.
He's got nice ones. Yeah. He's got nice transition too. All the dudes that went like heavy like rails to transition look so good in there. Yeah. They just flow.
Huh. So trick tip.
Yeah, do you have any trick advice for me? Stop calling it trick tips.
It's an trick advice that I'm seeking. Mm-hmm. Dude, okay, so I've landed a few kickflips.
Okay, I'm glad it's this one.
Dude, they're pissing me off, okay? Because I know I've landed a couple, but I'm not even close. And I spent a good half hour the other day, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to spend a little bit of time every day and just try to get this down, right? I spent a half hour. Dude, my ankle is still feeling a little wigged out from that day. And
did you land weird or just flicking?
Just from flicking, like actually trying to flick, and I just couldn't even land one, even after a half hour. And so I'm very discouraged. Okay. I'm about to just say it's not that worth it to me.
But this is why you need trick advice.
I want to be able to do a kickflip whenever I want. And I want to know
think of like kickflip rock and roll.
Dude, I would love it, but I can't figure it out, man. There's something so foreign to me. I can do an ollie. I've done a kickflip, but I still don't know how I did it. So help me hook a brother up.
Okay, so for my advice, I thought about this. I'm glad you went with kickflip. Just wait another like half a second
before I flick.
No. In the air. When you jump, I think right now what you're doing is flicking too hard. You're like flicking out. Just pop. And when you're popping, like do the flick and then just like jump a little higher. Because I think all you need.
I'm not jumping high enough.
Yeah, all you need is to wait till that. And the best advice for it, see that grid tape. But when you see that grid tape turn over, just drop those feet.
But the thing is I'm not even flicking it so that it's spinning to get to that point comfortably at all. A lot of times, what I feel like I'm doing is as I go to flick, my foot is wrapping around it, and the board is flipping 180 accidentally.
You're kicking it out. Yeah. That's why. When you're popping up, just kick down. They say, I watched a video. Yeah. You should be kicking down, and it'll flick because you're already coming up, and it'll flick on it. So when you're like pushing down,
I thought I was supposed to flick like to the left, out to the left.
I think of it more as down, I guess. Who's the one giving advice?
No, I know that might really help me because I don't think of it as down at all. Because I think
like when you first think about it, you do like you kick out, and like when I first was trying it, because I had like that was probably the trick that took me the long. Well, now all of them.
Yeah, but dude, you do the kickflip like it's nothing.
Yeah. You tried to get me. I had to delete the videos because both of us screwed up on filming where we like filmed too late and like missed parts of it. But I tried to get you on a kickflip challenge.
Right.
And then you tried getting, this was like 3 weeks ago. You tried getting me and I was like, and I did it first. Like,
right. I know. I never saw the footage. You never put that out.
It was both were. I did bad. I
wanted to see my weak ass attempt.
I did bad filming, and then you filmed filming way late.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we screwed up. I was like, this isn't even work. I was gonna send it to you. I'm like, it doesn't even work. Neither here nor there.
But I couldn't.
I'll say kick down. They say for a better kickflip, you should kick up at the nose.
That's what I was kind of trying to do is kick out at the nose, but to the left. I think
right now, much like when I first tried kickflip, it took me like, I remember being in my parents' basement for 2 to 3 hours one night, just over and over. And then I remember like being so stoked that I landed it.
I can't imagine how it's going to feel when I can just do it.
And I've seen you land one or two. Like,
I know, but they're super rare. Yeah. But I know that feeling of struggling on a trick and then all of a sudden getting it and then now it's natural.
And honestly, that one too, wait. Like there's so many variations you can do with that. But that one, you definitely like, it just feels so good when you catch those.
I bet.
Like half cab flip
looks awesome.
Feels so good when you catch those right.
Okay, give me some advice on this. Hunter had suggested standing on something where there's like not necessarily maybe crutches or like a parallel bar, something where I can hold.
Sure.
And try it standing free.
I would say you could even like start stationary. Like that's how I did my first one.
Yeah, I've been trying to do the rolling. It's hard.
Honestly, I think, because with the rolling, you're thinking about that the speed's too much and you're not sure how to like kick out. So that's why it's like kicking forward. If you just keep that under you and wait a little bit and land, like come down, you got kickflip easy. Yeah. I would actually, now going through it and like learning it stationary, I think it's better to learn it rolling.
Okay.
Because you like that momentum helped. Like when I started learning it off stuff and like doing it quicker.
Yeah.
That momentum helps flip the board, catch it. Like that one I did off the A-frame.
Yeah.
I caught it because it was just like
just flicked
perfect.
Right.
Yeah, perfect momentum, and it was just like there.
I gotta see now. I'm gonna have everybody show me their kick flips. I'm just gonna record them up close and just watch it. But I want to see how you're doing the kick down thing. I mean, maybe that's what'll make it happen. Because like, and I see a lot of people learning kick flips. I follow a lot of people that are actually learning. There's this one guy that has been doing, it's like a 365-day challenge where he's going out and filming himself do kickflips every day.
Oh, yeah.
And so I've watched him get better and get better and get better. And he was like in his garage all winter. And, now he's doing varial flips. And now, he's getting better at different things. And it's like, man.
And that's what I mean. Once you do the kickflip, like heel flip, half cab, like all the fakie flip, all those like start coming together, which I kind of want to just give myself a shout out. I learned fakie flips like off, like I've always been able to do fakie flips. I learned fakie flips like off stuff now. I figured out that timing.
Yeah.
I remember being like years ago, I remember being like so weirded out about like it always like went like rocketed and like I was worried about a credit card.
Right.
So this is another segment I want to bring up.
All right.
I told you it's not sustainable because I don't have another clip for it. But is this sketchy or shifty?
Oh, sketchy or shifty.
So this is the first fakie flip I landed, and then I posted that clip of doing a back 180 fakie flip. I wanted a cab fakie flip.
Yeah.
I tried the
You
cab.
should send me these clips, and I'll make a little sketchy or shifty.
Okay, I'll send you this. I'll send you this one.
Skatosis
The other one, the one I posted, was like perfect fakie flip.
Okay.
Okay. So here's the clip.
All right, let's see. Okay, 180 up. Oh, fakie flip off. That was a little sketchy. That was a little sketchy.
Is it sketchy?
A little sketchy.
Damn, I thought he was going to say shifty.
Yeah, it kind of was a shifty.
It turned, and that's what I'm saying. It like turned a little.
I get.
We got to review.
I get what you're saying. Sketchy or shifty? Because at first I thought shifty. What happened?
I think where it's landed right there. It's not playing. Where it's landed right there.
Yeah.
I kind of think.
See, a shifty you got to land straight.
Yeah, you got to.
Shifty is in the
turn
air.
It.
And then come back. Like
I think
you
so.
meant
This
it.
is the first one I
That's
landed.
Sketchy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the first one I landed.
Okay.
So fuck you. This is the first one. But I'll delete it now. I've been saving it to be like sketchy or shifty.
I like that. That could be a segment.
We could.
But you got to really try for some shifties.
I do want to. You know what I really want to learn? There is a video part. I can't think of what it was now. I know the 9 Club talked about it in the experience, but there's a clip where the guy does a nollie heel over a gap. It's like all the like aesthetic of the walls are painted green.
Okay.
And it's over like a grass gap. But to start the clip, he like goes up this bump. Do you remember this clip at all?
I'm not sure.
He like goes up this bump, goes like backside shifty, and then like just to come in, and then right after that I had to nollie heel this huge gap.
I'm not sure.
Okay, they talked about it. I could maybe show you on the experience.
That reminds me though of Chase.
But backside shift, I love backside shifties.
How about Chase going there on that set? Half cab, what was it? Half cab, then he came back, switch, big spin, down that double set, where he landed fakie and then did a switch trick down.
Oh, I don't remember this one.
Yeah, that was like one of close to the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta watch them all.
I remember that. I know. I gotta watch them all again. I remember that back 50 crux.
So can you fakie flip up stuff like foy?
No.
And then fakie flip out of a 5-0. I don't know, man. That dude's crazy.
Fakie flip up now is going to be a whole nother thing.
It's a whole new world.
My next one I want to go to, I was thinking off the like loading dock thing at Oshkosh, or even I should just go to the 4.
Have you been paying attention to slides and grinds?
Yes.
Dude.
Yes.
That's down to the finals or semifinals now.
Yeah.
Malto's in there.
Yeah, Malto's in. Well, Malto kills it, dude.
He does.
Luan and Carlos.
Carlos got it.
That was a good game.
Carlos makes it again. He makes things. He's got a little tinge of style to his perfection.
Oh yeah,
a little more. You know what I'm saying?
That like, primitive steez,
dude. His switch is just man,
I know.
It's so good.
That's another show though that like
the way he flips stuff. It's like it's so fast.
I think it's incredible. Like all those dudes are so good.
Yeah.
And like even the dudes I don't really know, like the Brazilian dudes or like whatever. It's incredible that in that amount of tries they can do things like nollie, flip, crook, nollie
in 3 tries, and both
people can do them,
and mostly in 2 tries.
Mostly incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
Yeah.
I can't like that nollie flip hubba, that nollie flip no slide hubba, incredible, right? But to do it on this level
in a game,
like Luan and Carlos, like back to back.
Yeah.
And I didn't try it at the park. I've been to the park twice and I haven't tried it again. But they both did, and we talked about this, the back 50 heel pressure off.
Oh, that's right. They both did do that.
And Luan's, I hate Luan because he steezed out the foot to flip it.
Uh-huh.
You didn't. That's offensive. You didn't need to go that far.
But that almost seemed like Carlos had never done it and then just did it.
No. Oh yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna learn this.
I'm gonna throw this out.
Yeah.
I've tried that trick.
I know.
Close to 500 tries.
I've seen you. I've filmed you so many times. I remember that one spot in where were we? It was that in between those houses. They had that rail in the driveways.
No. That was board slide heel flip out.
Okay, but it's still the same kind of heel flip.
Yeah, pressure. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I haven't landed that one either.
Oh man, good times.
Maybe we got to get to I was thinking about maybe we got to get to the box today. I know
you know what? I
was
was thinking that for you as well. I was like, I want to accommodate you more.
Wow.
Yeah.
120 episodes in, we finally did it.
All right, well, let's get out of here. These dudes are going to show up.
Hell yeah.
Good episode today,
Great
bro.
show, dude.
All right. And,
I talked a lot of it, and you're welcome.
Find us online, Facebook. We're at skatosis.com. You can find us at olddudeskateko.com. Check out adamandeve.com and use the code SKATE, SK8. You get some good deals there. Go to our website and click on any of the Amazon banners and support us that way. Thank you very much.
You can follow me on Monty twice.
I got a t-shirt pre-sale going on, just like you were talking about. It's hard to get those going. So if you guys want a shirt, please, it would be an amazing way to help out. Thanks, guys. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Old Dude Skate Co.